Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a little sort of pickup video from this month of April here 2026. I know it's early in the month, but these are just stuff that I've picked up from going down to see the lad. I've just got back today from going to see him, and I went down to see him for a couple of days, and I went down to London to a music event. Richard Barberia, who's from Japan, used to be a member of the band Japan, has got a new solo album out, and so I went to his event of the sort of like kind of like launch, if you like, of listening to it, in which Richard was there, which was really nice. And I've got the latest album and a signed print from Richard, which came with that. But I actually met him there, and he signed one of my Japan albums, which is now become an absolute prized possession of me, because being one of my favourite bands and being signed by an original member from Japan, it blows my mind. But I'll do a separate video for that, because we'll have a little look at Richard's new album on that video. So that's cool. Is anyone there? Thought I heard somebody there. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, so went to Stevenage, saw the lad. We got a couple of pickups from HMV. I didn't go crazy. I picked up a couple of CDs, by the amazing Roxy Music. I bought the debut album. I've got it on CD somewhere, but I wanted a newer version, because this one says it's a remastered sound. So I've got that, and I got their classic 80s album Avalon, which I think was their 8th album. So I've managed to pick up a couple of Roxy Music albums. So that's pretty cool. So I'm all made up with music. I did pick another CD up, but I got that from London. We'll get to that. Also in Stevenage HMV, I bought up a collector's edition, just because it seems to be selling out everywhere, and I thought I've got to grab it now or I'll miss out. And it's Arrow's release of the new Salem's Lot film on the 4K. So once again, this will have its unboxing in its own video. When I get big releases like this, I'm going to try and give them unboxings just for you guys to see if it's something you're interested in picking up, because you'll be able to see what the content is in there. So I managed to pick that up, and they had an Arrow sale, and this is a film that my lad would tell you that I've picked it up and put it back, picked it up for about near on 2 years, just because I go to buy it, but then I see something else and I'll buy that and I'll put it back. But today I thought I'm going to grab it because it was $8.99, and it is a Mario Bava film, and it's called Shock, and it's supposed to be quite a cool sort of supernatural film from him. So it's really good to add that to my collection. I've been wanting to get it for a while, and it was $8.99, and it comes with the slipcase. I thought, well, now's the time to grab it. So they were my movie pickups from HMV. Then I went to London on yesterday to the event, and I thought I'd pop into FOP. I picked a couple of movies up for Mark, and I picked up a couple of movies for me, because they were in 2 for $20. Both of these are BFI releases. I'm just peeling the stickers off, because again, I'm being disorganized and didn't do any prep for this video. I don't do that. I'm not, because like I said to you before, my channel, I'm not here to make money off it. I don't do any monetizing or anything like that. I do it simply purely for a hobby, just for fun, no other reason. So this is why my videos are disorganized. But anyway, yeah, I picked up 2 movies. One I saw years ago, and I absolutely adored it, and I haven't seen it for years. It's not a horror film, but it's quite a controversial film, and it's a film with Charlotte Rampling, and it's called The Night Porter, released on Cult Films, and it also stars Dirk Bogarde. Yeah, I've been looking to get this for a while, but I've never seen it at a good price, but it was in the 2 for $20. So I got that, which was on Cult Films, and I said a BFI release of a British horror film called The Appointment, which again is something else that I've been looking at getting for quite a while. And when I did my Dark Side magazine video, this was an interesting article in there about this film. So that even pushed me even more to want to pick it up. But it seems to be everywhere I went didn't have it. But there it was, larger life in FOP. So I managed to pick those two up from FOP. So I've got two movies there from FOP. And I picked up one more CD from my trip. From the incredible Ryuichi Sakamoto, and it's an album called 12. This was the last album I believe he recorded. There is a live album called Opus, which I was looking to get, but do you know what? They were charging £70 for that CD. How can you justify £70 for a CD? But I thought I'd pick this up, and this was, I think, his last sort of album that he recorded before he passed away. So it's really, really cool to get that. It's really bizarre, the titles. It's like a set of numbers. But yeah, anyway, so I picked that up. So they're what I picked up from FOP. But then I came home today, and I had some posts, and I've had a few things arrive whilst I was away. And first of all, talking about Ryuichi Sakamoto, and I said I wanted to get Opus, but I couldn't afford the CD. But the Blu-ray is $12.99. So this is like the obviously the film of the concert. So this was his farewell gift to the world. He was ill at the time of making this concert, and it was like his farewell gift to the world. And I love Ryuichi Sakamoto. He's one of my favorite Japanese musicians. He's a fantastic composer. You probably more know him for doing music for films. He's done a load of different type of films. I got into Sakamoto from the work that he did with David Sylvian called Bamboo Houses and things like that. And then he did the soundtrack for Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, and did the track from that, Forbidden Colours, with David Sylvian, and they went on to do a few collaborations throughout the years, and so I've been interested in his career. He was a part of a Japanese band called the Yellow Magic Orchestra, who again another well-known established sort of band from that sort of period, but from Japan. Really, really cool. So I've been really lucky this picking up a couple of Sakamoto releases, so that's really cool. Yes, and I also received a TV sitcom in the post, which I'm really happy to get, by Mackenzie Crook, called Small Profits. I loved watching this. I love Mackenzie Crook anyway. I think he's an amazing writer. I loved his Detectorate series and all the sort of work he's done. He's wonderful. So this is his latest program called Small Profits. So I managed to pick that up on DVD. When it comes to TV sitcoms, I'm really happy with DVDs. So, and if I get Blu-rays, it's a little bit out of place because all my sitcoms are pretty much in DVD. But yeah, so I managed to pick that up. And I've also got a couple of Hammer releases that have turned up, two collector editions that have arrived. I think one was out last week, I'm sure, and one was this week. And I think the one that was last week was a film that I have reviewed on my channel, and it is the 4K release of Fear in the Night, starring Ralph Bates and Julie Gleason in this. Judy Geeson, and of course we have a sort of mini part in there of the wonderful Peter Cushing. So really, really cool. So I managed to pick that up on 4K. It will get its own unboxing. It won't get its new review because I've already reviewed it about 2 months ago, I think, something like that. But here we go. So it's cool. Really, really cool. And my son's inherited my old Blu-ray, so that's really cool. And the other one that I picked up, which I think was out this week, was Demons of the Mind, which I haven't brought to my channel. So this will get its own video and it will get its review. So we're doing unboxing and a separate review video of the film. So it's cool. I love these Studio Canal releases. They're just fantastic. I think I've got all of them. I've got these two, Scars of Dracula, Horror of Frankenstein, and The Blood of the Mummy's Tomb. So I think I've got all of them. I think they've only released 5 at the moment, and I think I have them all. because I just love them, and they're just really quality releases. So that's it, guys. So that is all my pickups from the last week or two, if you like, so if you will. I mean, obviously I did get the Blood of the Mummy's Tomb, but I've already done that in its own video. So anyway, thanks for coming in. It's just a little pickup video. My lad, it was cool to see my lad. He had a great time. He picked up a few movies. We got him the collector's editions of Excalibur, well, hard boiled, yeah, and two Chinese crime films in one sort of collector's edition box set, by Name of the Law, something like that, I think it's called. We picked him up those. He picked up, we also got him a copy of Blood of the Mummy's Tomb, so he managed to get that too. And we picked him up the collector's edition of Westworld, which has just been released by Arrow. And he picked up a couple of other movies and a couple of albums, which is really cool. We managed to grab him a Wings album at a really good price, and an album of another David Bowie album, Changes 2 Bowie, because I gave him my Changes 1 Bowie. We went to Revolution Records in Stevenage, and they had Changes 2 Bowie for £10, so we're having that. So he had a wonderful time too. Anyway, a massive shout out to him, and a massive shout out to all of you. Look after yourselves.